G'day folks, how are yous all? Well, I hope you're well. I'm doing okay. Family's doing okay. Incredible. Oh my God. Isn't it incredible times we're going through at the minute? I'm sorry to just blurt this out straight after a six month rest on the vids, but wow, it's unbelievable. It just is. Anyway, we'll try and focus on this car, but I can't promise you that I'm not going to just talk about cars from now on. There's been a lot going on. A lot of stuff's been coming out. A lot of truths are coming out. Things are changing. So I'm going to talk about it now as time goes on. If you don't like what I say, well, don't watch me. I don't really care anymore. I've had my massive awakening. I've got a completely different perspective of what's going on in the world, how the truths are surfacing. A lot of people have buried their heads, but not me. And I'm going to try and help a few people, I suppose, if you want to call it that, with truths as we talk about this beast and whatever else is going on in my life. Stay with me, but if you don't, you can't bear to hear what I have to say and get triggered by it, flick it off, mate. Just flick the thing off. Don't watch me. There's plenty of other people not saying nothing about what's going on, and they're just talking about cars and whatever interests you. But I like a bit of variety in my life. So buckle up, folks, because I'm coming back with a completely different mind shift and a completely different perspective on things. I feel I've got a lot smarter, and I'm not being egoic at all. Things that just seem to be a lot clearer to me now. So I've made a lot of mistakes on this car. My goodness, I have. But I've done a lot of good stuff on it too. So hopefully as time goes on, I can rectify some of the little things that I've done that I feel that I probably should have thought about it to start with. So this is going to be like a revamp, as you'd call it. A little change up, just niggly little things to try and improve it. So hang in there with me, guys, if you like my content, because we're going to deep dive on life and deep dive on this. I'm going to actually pull the engine out of it. I've got a rear main seal that's giving me trouble. Well, I think it's that. I'm 99% certain it's that. I've got a broken stud that holds the transmission to the engine. I run an adapter plate. That's broken. I've got a bloody stud, not a stud, but a thread on that end, on that exhaust header pipe there on the front. I think that's stripped, so we'll fix that. I've got a little leak off the sandwich plate for the oil cooler. I'm going to address that. I want to reroute the turbo drain line. It's that reddy orangey line that runs into where the fuel pump used to bolt up to, the mechanical one. I want to reroute that into the sump, and I want to reroute the drain back from the breather box into the sump too. And I'm going to use or tap into the scavenge pump that I use to evacuate the oil out of the rear of the heads. So because I'm having a bit of trouble, the way we drive around anti-clockwise, we're getting the oil stay in the can as I'm circulating around anti-clockwise, and it just won't drain back out, and I'm getting some oil get sucked back out of the, well, I'm getting a build up in the box, and then it gets, a lot of it gets, not a lot of it, but a bit of it gets sucked out through the vacuum pan off that exhaust. So if I can have that mechanically pumped out or sucked out all the time with the scavenge pump, it'll help evacuate that box and keep it drained all the time. And then I can bung the front of this cover plate up, and it'll look a lot nicer too. So just little things like that, try and improve on it. And I want to pull the engine, tear it right down, have a look at it. I've got the tune, as far as I can tell, all the fueling's really good on all cylinders. I've just checked all the plugs again, and they look fairly even. So I know that number 3 cylinder on this side here is Molinist. Well, it's actually these 3 here. It's 3, 5 and 7. And they look bloody spot on, because we over jet on the carb now. We don't run a square jetting right around. I think I've got about 7 sizes increased on the rear here, and that's made a huge difference. So yeah, so we've got fueling or distribution pretty much where I want it. I'm very happy with it. So with this setup, so that'll be coming out in the coming week or 2 or 3. I'll keep updates on that. I'll probably just do a video once a week at this stage, get back into it, and just keep chipping away. I'll show you the van. I'm about 95% finished on it. I've just got to finish the shower off in the van and hook up the gas for the hot water. That's about it. I know a lot of other little niggly things, just little finishing off things, some cupboard doors and stuff like that, but it's pretty much how we want it. We've been using it. Well, that's all we've got now. I sold the BT, and we just use the van. It's just awesome. It's the best thing ever, especially for my wife in the position she's in. I can just pick her up and put her in the back in a little wheelchair, and oh, it's incredible. We can just go wherever we want. We've got freedom. It's amazing. We've slept in it. It's incredibly warm. I've been up in the snow, slept overnight in the snow in sub-minus temperatures. It's unbelievable. That foam that I've used on it it's just awesome. It's awesome. The solar panels work incredibly well on it. We've hooked up the charge wire to the alternator now, so because we never got a lot of sun through our winter here, we supplement it now. As soon as I start the engine up, it charges itself up. The big battery that runs all the lighting and that, the 200 amp hour lithium battery. So it's awesome. It's perfect. I'm really, really happy with the van. It's just incredible. It's really given us a completely different perspective on life. I mean, we can go anywhere. And it's very economical too. 6-speed manual. Drives beautiful. I'm really happy with it. So I'll show you, I'll do a little vid next one, and I'll show you the van. But I just wanted to let you know, guys, that I'm back and I'm pumped, and I'm really focused on life now. And I'm going to talk about other stuff as well as we go on. I mean, the world's changing. I mean, for those who know, they know what's going on. For those who don't, well, if you want a bit of a red pill here and there, guys, I'm going to give it to you, because I feel that I'm not just here on this earth to make money and there's a bit more to it, and I can feel it, and I just want to spread the word. I'm not going to instill fear into anyone, because there's really nothing to fear but fear itself, if you understand that. just shine a light on the dark, so to speak. Yeah, we're in for some massive changes, and it's starting to happen now. If you can see through the veil or the illusion, you'll see it. But if you don't want to know what's going on, well, don't watch my vids or turn it on. I don't give a toss really. But if you really want and you're interested or you're curious, buckle up and follow my vids. Enjoy it. All right, guys. Well, I'll pull the pin on this one. It's a bit of a challenge to do a video now because it's I just feel a lot different, just a lot more aware, a lot more in tune with myself and life. Yeah, it's a funny feeling. It's a really nice feeling. It's a feeling of calm. It's a feeling of I feel very grounded in life now. I feel very settled. So I've had, in the last couple of years, my awakening, and with my wife too, was really tough. It was really tough, dark night of the soul. Had to get to know myself, had to go deep within myself. But I'm coming out the other side, and yeah, it's really transformed me. I'm a lot more, not that I wasn't, but I feel I'm a lot more understanding and compassionate. Well, that's what I like to think. I just seem to care about humanity now. I'm trying to help a lot of people. Mind you, I've lost all my friends. All my family's run off. But that's okay. That's okay. Because I don't want to live a lie anymore. And we've lived in this lie, and to me, it's bullshit. I want to just live in a truthful life and unite and get along with people that are on my wavelength or that understand what I'm on about too. So that's all right. But anyway, I'm going to put a vid up soon, guys, in a week, like I said, once a week, and we'll take it from there. All right, guys, it's good to be back. Catch yous later.